Yo, what is good, everybody? Back with another video. Rome Total War. Julii, part 14. I just noticed all of Carthage's armies seem to be heading all the way left, all the way over here to Tingi, whatever. And they're planning on, I guarantee, loading up in the ships and dropping all their armies off here at Cordoba, all of Carthage's armies. They're not gonna pay any mind to Scipii, who just took Carthage, the city of Carthage. They're not gonna pay any mind to Scipii over here, who's in their homeland, just taking over everything. Nah, we're gonna ignore Scipii. And we're going to send 99.99999% of all of our armies all the way left to Tingi so we can send them up to Cordoba so that we can attack STUDmuffin up here and Saguntum. So we can attack Marcus Julius here. What? Tell me how in the world that is the first option they go with. So it looks like they're just going to let Scipii take over all of Africa while they send all their forces to fight me. Help me. There's 4 armies already here. Pretty high stacked. They've got so many more on the way here. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Another one here. A full garrison. Another army here. Another army here. Another army here. Another one. Another one. DJ Khaled up in here, bro. They got everybody heading to me. Oh well, prepare for the worst, right? Hope for the best, prepare for the worst. Let's get right into it. Let's end the turn. I don't think we got anything else to do. Candidate for adoption for Marcus Julius. Numerius Saesus, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that. Superior commander, wall breaker, social drinker. Really good traits here. Kind of middle-aged, not really middle-aged, kind of young, kind of not for Marcus here. Man, it's too bad that he wasn't recommended to Amulius here. Man, that would have been better. Amulius's wife is past the age of childbearing years, so I don't think I'll adopt any candidates under anybody else other than Amulius here. Everyone else I would like to have legitimate children that I can. Unfortunately, I'll have to decline you, brother. Even though you look cool, you have good traits and stuff. Should I make another army? No, I can't. I want to so bad. But in all reality, the truth is we've already got 2 generals right here. Caius Papilius and Caius Papilius and Aquilius. 2 Caiuses training up armies. So we don't want to overdo it on generals right now. We'll go ahead and build the city upgrade there in Mediolanum. Lugdunum is ready to go to the next tier. And we'll wait till the roads are done. Vertigala is ready. We'll wait for the roads to get done there as well. Faction announcements. Publius Herculius. Cool. He is a good diplomat for sure. That voice crack though. Good. Priestess Ares for Quintus Victor. Where even is a Priestess Ares? Ah, it's the German version of that temple. Okay, so that's going to give him +1 to farming output. What's this oracle? Oh, +1 to everything. Heck yeah, brother. Okay, look like Carthage has brought a pretty weak army up. Literally just Iberian infantry with some medium spearmen. 1 unit of... Hold up, they got a Scutarii. Is that the only unit they got of Scutarii? Yeah, this is a unit of 10, but I don't really count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units of medium spears. The rest are Iberian infantry, 1 unit of skirmishers. Pretty weak units. I think this is going to be a bloodbath, honestly. What about the reinforcing army? Oh, they got armored Scutarii. Ugh, those guys are kind of good. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and get this battle started. He doesn't have a general. Let's go ahead and sally out. Sally out. We need some better infantry here soon. All right, let's start this battle. It's showing the balance is a little bit tipped in the Carthaginian forces' favor. I've got 3 command stars. They outnumber me pretty good, so I should be able to get another trait or ancillary increase from this battle. Unfortunately, the reinforcing army was not able to come help them. All right, got my mercenary hoplites in the back, got all my principes in the front, missile units in the center, cav on the flanks. we're going to let them come to us if they will. We'll see if they will or not. They are pushing us indeed. They will be in range of my missiles here in just a second. There goes the archers. Gonna hit these Iberians, I would assume. Yep. Look at that. Here we go. They're not in range of my Peltas yet. I wish they were. I'm sure they'll come closer here in a second. Oh, they got a unit running forward here. Is that the... Yep, that's their Scutarii. They will be in range of my missiles. Oh, look at this unit over here. Unit of Iberians getting pelted over there. Are they Iberians? Yes, they are. Charge. That broke them very quickly. Look at all these missiles coming in here. They are not typically, or technically routing, but they are marching back. Don't blame them. I don't want to route the rest of these guys if my missile units are just going to finish them off. That's the only thing I've noticed about Carthaginian troops is the early to mid tier Carthaginian troops are actually pretty weak, especially their infantry. Like the pony infantry are almost the only good spearmen they have mid tier until you are able to unlock the sacred band. Oh geez. Getting some friendly fire in there. Are those the Iberians? They are. I'm not concerned with saving my cav right now because I'm just going to replace them with Marian cav. But as you can see, what I have done, now this may be controversial, but I prefer to play this way. I have actually went in the files and modded the Carthaginian troops to where even Iberian infantry, Libyan infantry, I've added morale to a lot of the Carthaginian troops, as well as gave the Iberians and the Scutarii with another couple of infantry a little bit of a melee boost. As you can see here, these two units of Equites are struggling against the Iberians a little bit, which these guys did have, I think, silver 2 chevrons, so they did have even more melee than default, and that's the only reason why they did so good against the Equites, because even though I gave them a little bit of default buff, like +2 to their melee or +1 to their melee stat, I can't remember, I gave them morale. Typically without their chevrons, that +1 or +2 melee that I gave them, it's not going to make that big of a difference, but it will give them a little bit more attack power. I think I might have gave them +1 defense. I just thought the early Carthaginian troops were so weak. Even weaker than Eastern infantry almost. For real. Like I definitely gave Carthage a little bit of a buff. But that's just my own playstyle preference. If that is not what you guys like, I mean, that's just... I don't know. It's more fun for me that way. It gives me a little bit more of a challenge. Okay. Is the Carthaginian army retreating? I can't tell, but my archers are just sitting here wiping them out. Only a few Iberian infantry left over here. The archers are about to finish them off. One unit of medium spears that are almost wiped. I think that was the last of the archer ammunition. Let's send all of our units up. What is going on? Why are my men glitched out like that? Clearly this is a glitch. Clearly this is a glitch. I don't know what it is. But let's go ahead and rush up. Okay. Let's just go ahead and line all of our men up like so in order to prevent whatever just happened with the glitch there. What are these guys? These guys are not the heavy spears. Okay, let's bring my general up. Bring my cav on the flank. I'll use them to chase some routed units if I need to. Okay, let's get my Velites up here. Let's turn them off of wide formation, or loose formation rather. Let's get our unit of heavy peltas up here as well. Okay. Attack. Flank them. Okay, you guys charge here. Whoops. Didn't see those guys at first. Rookie mistake, brother. Hit the medium spears. Come up just to protect the flank there. Ooh, perfect opportunity right here. Rush up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Here we go. Good interaction there. Okay, throw your spears here. Rush up here. Finish routing these guys. You hit the Iberians. Charge. Charge these guys in the back. Here we go. Now throw your Pila into these medium spearmen's backs, brother. Throw them in their backs. There we go. Might take a little bit of friendly fire here. Should rout. I took a little bit of damage there. Yeah, I'm getting out of there. I'm not taking any more friendly fire. Look at that. Most of that's friendly fire. Ridiculous. Well, it was supposed to be a good plan. Alright. Rush forward. Those are Iberians. You guys rush forward. Rush forward, rush forward. We're going to triple speed this. Okay, I don't think there's anybody else over there. What are my Equites doing here? One of you hit this unit and one of you hit this unit. And then the remainder hit these Iberians. Yeah, they definitely get a little bit of a buff now with what I gave them. Maybe I should lower it down a little bit. This is really the first time I've fought the Iberian infantry, which they do have 2 silver chevrons, so that does make a huge difference. But I don't know. There we go. Let's go, baby. Not too bad of stats. Heroic victory still. Let's see what our trait or ancillary increase is if we get one at all. There we go. Trait increase. Good commander. What does he got here in this little army? These guys are not upgraded at all. We need to retrain though. We can't really retrain anything at the moment. Instead of archers, let's do auxilia. I'm going to disband all of these mercenaries, I think. They cost more. And Tarraco needs population. Boom. 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 Lower the tax rate as well. Now we'll get 2 units of auxilia. And let's build a legion barracks. After we build these 2 units of auxilia, then we'll build a few units of cav, etc. I need to build cav from here to send down. Can I send any cav? Yeah, I'll build cav here too. Let's not build cav here. Psych. Another unit of cav here. Another unit of cav here. They will go up to Alesia for Secundus's army. We'll have 4 archers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do 8 early legionaries. 8 early legionaries, 4 archers, 4 cav, and the general. That should be plenty for the army. All right, let's get into this next battle. Lucius Julius is going to be taking Lemonum. Nice. The gates were broke open, brother. Another general. Bulgios of Duranius. And of course, the faction heir. What is in the reinforcing army? Very weak troops. Let's rush in with our Triarii. Take the generals. Send our general in as well. And then wipe the rest of the reinforcements. Charge straight up into the chosen warlord. And then I'll send my general up to support. Okay, they are going to come from that side. Reinforcements, I assume. Let's see what they're going to do here. I don't think he had hardly any upgrades. Maybe bronze weapon upgrade. Nice, we killed the general. Lost a few of the Triarii. Nothing crazy. There we go. Rush in with the general. Okay, looks like the enemy is coming over on this flank here. That is cav at first, so I think I'm going to post up on the hill instead with my Triarii and charge down the slope and hit his cav. I think that is the move. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, I'm exhausted. There's still a slope here. Perfect. Do that. Man. Perfect timing, too, to hit him on the slope. Get a little bit of a damage increase on slopes if we are holding the high ground. Nice. They're dropping like flies. Charge the rear. Blow the trumpet. There we go. I love the Marian bodyguard. Very cool looking.
The enemy general is dead.
Yep.
His men know their doom approaches.
These are the Darthmod's post-Marian general bodyguard for the Cav. These guys look absolutely sick. Love these guys' design. And boy, are they tough, let me tell you. All right, what do we have here? Let's run all of our infantry up here on the slope. We're going to move them perfectly set up to hold the high ground. Let's get my general out of the way. Bring the Triarii up. Nice. The archers in range of the general. Let's charge them. There we go. Let the Triarii fight to the death there. I need to disband the rest of them anyway. There's only a few left. Charge in, blow the trumpet. There we go. I'll be able to wipe them now. Okay, here we are. See if we can get any good Pila action here with our Velites, our Principes, our Hastati, and our archers. We were able to wipe the enemy general there.
They are not soldiers, only frightened.
Here it is.
Running from our men.
Here we go. Boom. Beautiful. They routed before they even made it to us. Now let's turn the fire at will off. And that is the battle. Let's go. Nice stats. Occupy, of course. I mean, do we do anything else? Let's occupy and then upgrade the city immediately. I think that's the play because Lucius has a really good amount of public order bonus traits. I think we do that and immediately turn the city Roman. Yep, that was the play. That was the play. And immediately after 4 turns, we can move out 4 turns. My voice cracked though. Do we hire troops first? Oh. Okay. Early legionary cohort, question mark? Of course. He has another son, Marcellus, that will be of age. Maybe Marcellus takes over his army, question mark? Yes, I think so. So we'll go ahead and train up the early legionaries. His cav will be done as well. Let's take our spy. Don't think we're going to be able to reach. Oh, we just uncovered a ambushment. Should we just attack the city and ignore the ambushment? I don't know if we should or not. What should we do? I do not know. I think we go for the ambushment army first. That way, next turn we can get the spy in, maybe break the gates, and take it anyway on the same turn. We'd have to get lucky to do that, though. All right, let's go ahead and wipe this ambushment army. Weak units, pretty much. I'm glad they didn't fall back and retreat or anything like that, because then we'd be even further from the settlement. Not that it'd make a difference. I don't think I'll be able to besiege it this turn regardless. All right, cav on the flanks. You know the drill. Are they going to come toward us? If they do, I'm not going to move. Okay, they're stationary. Let's go ahead and move upward. Let's run up like this. We'll walk the missile units for a second, just so they don't bypass the infantry. Now we run them. Wasn't the smoothest transition, but... Okay, now they're coming toward me. That's the thing I've noticed about Germans. They are very aggressive. They don't let you get in position very long before they charge. I've not noticed this with some other units or some other factions, but they changed their mind and didn't charge, so that gives us time to throw our Pila. Nice. That whole unit of axemen wiped. Okay, now they're going to charge, but we're not going to let them. Lock them in place. Okay, we let them get killed by the Javs then. These 2 large units run forward. Actually, halt. Charge forward. Surely this will break them. Oh, geez. Shaken. Charge. Okay, the missiles are wiping the rest of them. Take care of those routing units. There we go. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, general charge forward. There's that. That is the battle. All right, let's check out the stats here. Oh, not bad, not bad. The ambushment army has retreated back to the settlement. Of course, we weren't able to. Hold up, hold up. We are barely in range. I can make this work. Use my cav to get more movement. Besiege it with the cav. Perfect. Yeah, that worked out beautifully. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rams. Yes, we besiege the settlement. All right, time for some recruitment. All right, let's bring the cav up to Batavium. There's all the cav. Bring the spearmen in. There's all the spearmen. Bring the spy in. There's his spy. Oh, let's spy on somebody while we're here. Nice. Increase the subterfuge. Okay, let's take our boy Manius here to Samarobriva. Not many units here at all, to be honest. Gates are broken as well. 3 units, 1 skirmisher, 1 sword, 1 spear. Should we just rush in with infantry or something? Maybe just missile them to death? I don't know. I think the best play here is just missiles and cav, to be honest. I don't know how good I can do with just missiles and cav, but we're going to try. What is that? Cassette. And hopefully the spears. Yep, that's the spears. Perfect. We're in range. Toss them in. Toss them in, bulls. Toss them in. How are the rest of my velites out of range? Let's set them up differently then. Something like that. See if they're in range now. One of them are. Maybe over here. There we go. Perfect. Well, there's 1 unit down. Cassette are no more. Well, now they're no more. Jeez. That's insane. Let's run the velites up. Run the cav up as well. Playing double. Still not in range? Brother. Okay, now we fire at will. There we go. Throw in the jabs. There we go. Well, that turned out not as good as I was hoping. I guess the AI has a built-in meter that, or built-in somehow vision to know that once you're in range they charge. Somehow, maybe that's what it is. But, oh well. I was hoping to get all my men in position and then throw all my volleys in, trigger them, and then get tons of kills before they reach me. But that didn't happen. But we still didn't take many casualties. Thanks to all my chevrons and weapon armor upgrades, etc. We have Samarobriva. Occupy. Please don't be too bad. Okay, thank goodness. I can probably upgrade that within the next turn or two. I would assume so. What would shipwright give me? Ooh, we're going to go with paved roads. That's a no-brainer. That would give us the movement, and then we can go for shipwright after. Send our spy up to Condet Redonum. Or Redonum. What do we got up here? Can't get any vision yet, but that is the last Gallic city or town. What is it? Capital. It doesn't say if it's a large city. I think it's, yep, it's a minor city. All right, let's pull our ships to Saguntum. And we'll spend the last little bit of our money on a conquering. Can we do 2? I don't think we can do 2. No, we cannot do 2. We don't have enough to hire another unit of cav either, unfortunately. But we got spears and archers on the way. On the way. Here's Flavus of Vindelicum, however you say that. A decent guy. Nothing crazy. His army is not the best. We are slowly pushing into Germany, guys. Got good progress so far. We got Quintus here and Reichenau. With his army, we'll be slowly kind of transitioning to Marian, post-Marian reform troops for him. And he is kind of old. He's 60 now, so he's only got like 8 plus turns left, somewhere around there. Got Cav training up for Vibius's army. We'll be transitioning to Marian army for him as well before you know it. He has besieged, Vibius has besieged Adotica. Then we have Manius just took Samarobriva. Lucius just took Lemonum, training up a force for Secundus here, of course. We got Cav coming from Lugdunum in Geneva next turn. And then we'll finish off with 4 archers, 8 early legionaries. He'll be ready to send north into Britain with Manius. Or, I don't know if I'll need... Yeah, I'll send him and Manius, and that should be plenty for Britain and Scotland. 2 generals. Lucius, once his son Marcellus is born, he'll be taking over Lucius's army, or joining him until Lucius dies, then taking it over. We've got Marcus here, and training him up a post-Marian army, kind of half and half, to be honest, because he still has a decent amount of pre-Marian units left. I've got somewhere roughly around 2 turns left to recruit a couple more units of Praetorian Guard, or Praetorian Cohort rather, and that will finish off the army with Herennius here. As soon as some more gladiator mercenaries spawn, I'll be recruiting them as well. The goal is to have 6 gladiators in one army, as well as these Rhodian mercenaries and 1 unit of Triarii. And then the rest can probably be Cav. Maybe with the addition of... I'll probably do... should we do 2 units of archers for this army with Caius? We'll do 2 units of archers, 8 or 6 gladiators, 1 Rhodian slinger, 1 Triarii. We'll do 4 units of Cav. Once the hippodromes are done, we'll be able to build Legionary Cav, which it's not showing the picture right now. Sometimes it glitches out. But we'll have 2 to 4 units of Legionary Cav. And the rest, whether there's 2, 4, 6 spots open, will be Legionaries. The normal Legionaries, not the early Legionaries. The normal ones. They have better armor. But then after that, we'll train another army for Caius Aquilius and send him an legionary army with Caius Popilius. Those 2 shall probably head into probably these little isles here, Ilaria, Olbia, Carolus, and then down south into northern Africa, especially once the Civil War starts. Let's check that out, by the way, see what our current standing is. Let's see, Senate standing, Senate floor. So 2 more ranks here for the Senate, and we'll be maxed out with the Senate. But I think maxing out the love with the people is what allows you to do the Civil War. I don't think maxing out with the Senate really does that I know of. I could be wrong. But yeah, we are preparing armies everywhere, as it seems. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video up till now. If you have, there's going to be the next part of this campaign recommended below if it's been uploaded by now. And then, of course, over here is going to be RomeTotalWar advice below in the description. Other campaigns to check out. Love you guys. See you next time. God bless. Oh, and subscribe, like, comment. Apparently YouTube says that if I don't say it, you guys won't.